My name is Alan Byrne. Just recently turned 48 years old. I found out I had a liver disease back in 1987 when I was in the service. I had some elevated liver enzymes at that time, and they did a biopsy of my liver and found out that I have alpha-1 antitrypsin enzyme deficiency, which is a relatively rare genetic disorder. And at that time, they told me I had early stages of cirrhosis, and I was only 24 years old at that time, and so but I felt good. I thought there must have been a mistake or something, because I was probably in better shape than the doctors were at that time. And up until this past fall, it's always been fine. I've always been too healthy for a transplant. But then about 5 or 6 months later, in November, I found out that I had cancer because of some elevated alpha-fetoprotein blood test, and I did an MRI and found out that I had several tumors on my liver. But I wasn't sure if they would be able to do anything about my situation, because I knew it was pretty severe situation for me. I knew I had too many tumors to be eligible for a liver transplant, because the Milan criteria specifies you can only have 3 tumors or less. And that Dr. Walzer had been recently using a new technique called laser ablation, using an MRI, and he felt like I'd be a good candidate for his procedure, his treatment. I was aware of that procedure because I'd looked at the website and read his video clip, or saw his video clip, and I was just so elated or hopeful that that this treatment would be successful for me, and it certainly did give me an opportunity to be put on the transplant list. At the previous place where I was seen at in North Carolina, they told me that ablation techniques that they performed or that anybody else performed would not be an option for me because of the difficult location of the tumors, they said. And so I was just so fortunate that I happened to be in the right place at the right time, and Dr. Walzer was able to treat me. And he was successfully able to burn, I think, 2 of the tumors that helped put me within the Milan criteria and made me eligible for a liver transplant. A month after being placed on the transplant list, that they called me one morning and told me they thought that they had a liver for me, and it was just kind of a dream. I really didn't think that it was real at first. I didn't have time to get too nervous about it. I mean, they were so great. Even taking me to the OR, I felt so reassured by the staff. They were all very professional and made me feel like I was in good hands. But also in the back of your mind, you realize that somebody had to die too in order for you to receive this gift. And so there's some of that, kind of mixed emotions in there too. You feel bad for their family and what they must be going through. But it's something that you know that you're not responsible for what happened to that person, and but it's a chance for that person to be able to save maybe 5 or 6 lives, and so it's a heroic act by that individual and by that family to be willing to donate or to be an organ donor. And so I've just been very blessed in so many ways. The last Christmas was a very sad time for me. Excuse me. But I've just been so lucky throughout this whole procedure. It's just been such a miracle, really, in so many ways, that I hope to be able to, if not pay it back, at least pay it forward, and try to help other people maybe that are going through the situation that I've had to go through, and give them hope that they can make it too, that they can get through this.